In case of an invasion, this is what the West promised: severe sanctions. Well, as history is witnessing, this failed to deter Russia. Kremlin went ahead with its well-planned invasion. So how is the West reacting now? Latest orders include personal sanctions targeted at the two top men of Kremlin, President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Their assets in the United States, the EU, the UK and Canada will be frozen. Washington, D.C. has also imposed a travel ban, but the EU did not, in order to keep diplomatic channels open.
European leaders were fully aligned in condemning the atrocious and unprovoked attacks. Now we have to meet the moment. We will hold the Kremlin accountable. The package of massive and targeted sanctions European leaders approved tonight clearly demonstrates that. It will have maximum impact on the Russian economy and the political elite.
Such punitive measures against leaders are rare. Till now, the European Union has only imposed sanctions against presidents of Syria and Belarus. These fresh sanctions come after US and Europe had already imposed financial curbs, which the West considers as severe. They target 4 Russian banks, cut off more than half of Russia's technology imports, and target many of the country's oligarchs. Similar sanctions have been put in place by France, Australia and Taiwan. Germany's decision to halt Nord Stream 2 pipeline was a game changer.
Nous allons mettre en œuvre aujourd'hui, nous, ministres des Finances, ces sanctions massives et immédiates contre la Russie. Ces sanctions vont frapper durement la Russie. Elles vont frapper durement l'économie russe. Et notre objectif est de faire plier l'économie russe.
But critics are wary. It is still unclear if these sanctions will have any effect on Russia. An asset freeze is likely to have no damage because Vladimir Putin's money is not believed to be held in the United States. Another important thing to remember here is that over the years, Russia has been sanctioned in various forms, 2 of them just being after the 2008 Georgia War and the 2014 Crimea annexation. The West retaliated in a similar way, like today. It imposed sanctions, but that has had negligible impact on the Russian economy.
We don't need sanctions that bark. We need sanctions that bite. And if the sanctions bite, they need to bite in a very thorough way. It means that we need sanctions that have a big impact on the Russian side. That means that for Belgium, what is on the table today as a package of sanctions should be put into action as swift as possible.
White House is also targeting Russia's direct investment fund, which is the country's sovereign wealth. But critics say Moscow is in a far different place to how it was in 2014. The country was pivoted away from US dollars and from foreign sources of revenue as a whole. Now, according to reports, the foreign share of ruble debt holdings is just 18%. So with decades of retaliation from the West, Russia seems to have found its way around the so-called hard-hitting sanctions. But on papers, Russia has vowed to retaliate against the carbs. And it has already started. The country has suspended pace launches from French Guyana over sanctions. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.